Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the AMA that I promised about a month ago and didn't deliver until now. I must apologise, I've been sat around doing not very much. But now it's time to answer your questions, which you have very patiently waited for, so let's get started. The Crystal Crow asks, what will you do with Lawrence's body after you kill him? Now, for the people that are relatively new on the channel, you won't know what this is on about, but a long time ago, I had a bit of a war in Minecraft with a guy called Lawrence, and we haven't exactly sorted it out. I kind of did a massive prank on him, where I set up a very elaborate trap in the style of Jigsaw from the Saw films, and threatened to kill him and his donkey. I'll put a link to that maybe about here. Go and see what you think. It's very old, the audio quality's terrible, but it was a lot of fun. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with him. In fact, technically he kind of won, but never mind. Next question. Goen James Ditchburn asks, why do you and I have the same beard and moustache combo? Simple reason, if I didn't have this beard and moustache combo I would look like a 12-year-old, so I need it so I can look my age. It's annoying having to keep it all trimmed in an order, but you know, it's either that or look like a kid. Cliffy Weevil 29 asks, have you considered using the ships you made in a war with another YouTuber or something similar? Now this is a good idea. Maybe we should. I mean, I know Wasted Space is building a massive fleet at the moment. Maybe I should ask him if he wants to go to war. Maybe I should consider getting that battleship up and running and getting another shot out of that Mat cannon. Or Gat cannon. Iona Shank asks, what's your favourite game other than Space Engineers? That depends what the mood is. I very much like things like Fallout, as you've seen on the channel. I love the original Half-Life and Half-Life 2. Quite like Rocket League at the moment, and I also like Rocksmith as well at the moment. But if I was pushed, and I had to give you my favourite game of all time, that would have to be Half-Life 2. Got some questions here from Hoovery Fruity and My Ring of Fire. They're the same question, and it's, will I be doing Fallout 4 when it comes out? Yes, I will be doing Fallout 4 when it comes out, no question about that. I've ordered the Pip-Boy edition, so I'll do a little unboxing of that and show you what it looks like with a phone in it, but I will be doing Fallout 4. That is the game I am most looking forward to this year. Nicola Vuk asks, where do you get your inspiration from when building your Space Engineers ships? It depends. Sometimes I get the idea from nature. Something like the battle cruiser, which still isn't done, is kind of like a stingray / hammerhead shark kind of inspired thing. Others, quite often, the design comes around the function of the ship. The Nemesis long-range bomber, it was kind of a case of I built the central bomb bay first and then the rest of the ship around it because I thought it needs to accommodate this specific part to make any sense. Like I say, it just depends on the function of the ship, but sometimes if it's more of an aesthetic ship, then I will take inspiration from nature. The Lone Wanderer asks, if you were to join the military, what branch would you join? Army, Navy, Marines or Air Force? This is an interesting question. I've never really thought about joining the military. I'd like to work, maybe, on a big aircraft carrier. I don't know, maybe an aircraft technician. Possibly Air Force, stationed with the Navy. Who knows? But yeah, that kind of thing. Curtis Novak asks, what is your nationality or accent? Well, I'm British. I come from the land where everyone drinks tea and eats chips. But more specifically, I'm from an area called Liverpool, which is known for the Beatles and a lot of trade ships and slave ships. So it's either Sergeant Pepper's or Exploited Africans from here. I do apologise. Hardini asks, would you be up for Community Day / week, where you open up an SE server and fans can hop on and screw around / build? Maybe. I was thinking maybe if a few of us YouTubers got together and talked about it, perhaps we could do a day where we do something like that. Don't know though, it's very much in the early stages, but I'd have to see. It depends if anyone would be interested in that really, maybe if I get a bit bigger, who knows. Giselle Armour asks, Wedge, ISB Corporation wants this question answered, a very important one. Why did you never become a part of the leadership of Deep Space Nation? Well, technically I did, but Deep Space Nation kind of fell apart just as it was getting set up. A lot of us were busy at the time when it launched, morphologist, for example, was going to Japan to study for a couple of months. Around that time I had my end of year college essays to hand in. Other people around the world couldn't meet up at the times we'd agreed due to time zone differences, so it just never really materialised from there. Ranchoria245 asks, would it be possible for you to show some work in progress or sneak peek screenshots of the next craft you're building for space engineers in the previous video if you have a project in progress? Maybe not in the previous video because usually I haven't built it in the previous video. However, I occasionally do put pictures up on Twitter of what I'm working on. Like the other day I was putting up an image of the cannon that I'm working on. The new cannon. So follow me on Twitter @Wedgehog, you might see stuff there. Eric3E asks, I was curious if you were planning on getting into Star Citizen once it comes out or closer to completion, or do you only like build it yourself games? Well, I will be getting into Star Citizen. I've pledged, I've got myself an Avenger, I've been playing a bit of Vandal Swarm with a few friends. When it comes out in the Persistent universe, I will be joining a faction with a guy who owns an Idris. But yes, Star Citizen will become a thing on this channel when it gets closer to completion. Who knows, I might do some videos when the multi-crew ships comes out to show you what it's like. The same guy that has an Idris also has a Constellation. His friend also has a Retaliator, so we might do some things on those and you can see what it's like playing on the game. It might be fun. We'll see. Vilma KSP says, just as an idea, maybe you could do a modded KSP as it makes it much more interesting, but if you don't want to, it's fine. With Kerbal Space Program, I've been out of the loop for quite a while, and with the latest updates there have been quite a lot of new parts added that I haven't even seen yet. So to me it might as well be modded because there's a lot of new things anyway that I have no idea how they work. But maybe if the series comes to an end, and that's a big if because I've been pretty crap with the uploads recently, 3 in 2 months, then maybe we'll be able to do something like that. But right now I'm just wondering how I'm even going to make it to the moon. I'm that terrible with it. We'll see though, we'll see. Another question that came up repeatedly was, are you going to live stream the ships as you're building them? Yes, I am proud to announce on Saturday, the 12th of September, I will be doing a live stream at 6 PM BST on twitch.tv/wedgehog95. There will be a link in the description below. But yes, we will be building a destroyer on that day, so come and join us for that. I'd like your feedback as I'm building it, and I'd also like to give you a bit of a demonstration of the new weapon systems that I've been working on. Well, thank you guys for all your questions, and I'm sorry it took this long to get around to answering them. Hopefully there'll be new videos appearing on the channel very soon, as well as more live streams here and there. I do have a bit of a second wind right now, so hopefully things will get moving again. Thank you guys so much for sticking around, and I will see you very soon. Take it easy, have a good day, bye bye.